This video is about what I think is the strongest PvP team in Omniheroes. The whole idea behind this team is making sure Aphrodite, the most broken PvP unit in Omnihero, gets to do her thing. The prerequisite for this team is to get Aphrodite to at least 7 star so that she will have both of her passive. The first one is every time a unit die on battlefield, Aphrodite will cast her ultimate. And the second one is whenever Aphrodite casts her ultimate, she can apply Phantom Illusion, which basically means mind control one enemies. So you can only mind control one enemy at a time. But an attribute of Phantom Illusion is that the mind controlled enemy doesn't inherit any buffs or synergy effect from the enemy team, which means it's very easy for the unit you mind control to die to random AoE. And when that happens, Aphrodite's first passive will trigger and she will cast her ultimate, and that will mind control another enemy. So this very powerful loop is what makes Aphrodite so much better than any other hero in the game when it comes to PvP. Now the question is, what could go wrong? Well, if your Aphrodite dies before she gets to cast her ultimate, that's one way you can lose the fight. So you need to increase her survivability. And it just so happens that Aphrodite has two survivability synergy built in, Avengers as well as Monarchs. In my opinion, Avengers are more important than Monarch because it plays around a loose condition where your Aphrodite herself gets mind controlled, or when she gets so devoured by Hades. When that happens, if you have 5 Avengers, she will revive and still be able to start the chain of mind controlling enemies. Monarch is also very strong, but it does not solve the problem in the scenario I just said. But it is possible to activate both Avenger 5 and Monarch synergies at the same time, especially when the new hero Isis is out, because there are a lot of Monarch Avengers, like there's Albert as well, and also the heroes with the Valkyrie Mastery synergy where they can be any synergy. But for me, I really like the idea of including Althea because she can allow your Aphrodite to revive immediately with the Avengers synergy effect rather than reviving next round start. Now, another problem we have is what if your Aphrodite gets stunned or freezed? Because when she's stunned, she also cannot cast her ultimate and thus unable to apply Phantom Illusion to the enemies. So for this, there's also two solutions. One is we use 3 Glorians, but we're in the season game mode, so we only need 2 Glorians plus the Proof of Glorian synergy mark to increase your Glorian synergy count by 1 to activate 3 Glorians. If we do this, then the maximum Avengers count we can have is 4 Avengers. But I really want to have 5 Avengers because it makes sure that my Aphrodite has 100% chance to be revived when they die in battle. So we can have another way to counter crowd control ability, that is with King Arthur. When Arthur is deployed, he grants all allies 25% chance to reflect any debuff received back to the caster. So debuff in this case refers to like corrode and defense reduction. Also includes crowd control ability like stun or freeze, and even the banish from the season hope tree bonus can also be reflected. So this is really strong. And at 6 star is 25% chance, but when you upgrade your Arthur to 7 star, the chance of triggering King's Crown, which is this passive, is increased to 50%. So this is really powerful. And it also allows me to get 5 Avengers because you only need one hero, that's Arthur. Yeah. And since Arthur is a season 9 doggo synergy, I'm not just gonna call it doggo from this point on. It's S on orderliness. Yeah. So Arthur is a doggo and Aphrodite is also a doggo. So yeah. And all we have to do is include another doggo, which is Narisa. That we can activate this synergy. And Doggo Synergy says, at the start of battle, increase the max HP of the hero in position 1. And this is why I put Aphrodite in position 1. It's the most vulnerable position, but it's worth it because she can benefit from the massive HP increase for the Doggo Synergy. Yeah. The relic and artifact doesn't really matter. I'm using this relic where it increases relic damage as well as apply 1 stack of Holy Shield whenever you cast a relic. This is to further increase this team's survivability, but this team already has a lot, so it's not necessary. If you need this one elsewhere, a really good one is actually the one that's increasing the attack of all Avengers by 300%. Oh, I forgot to talk about Mavis. So Mavis is a really strong hero, but she's actually not the most essential hero right here. Well, she shares a Monarch synergy with Aphrodite, and but you can replace her with Albert or any other heroes if you need Mavis in other team. And for Narissa, like I said, is mostly because she's an Avengers and she's a doggo. But you can also use another Avengers doggo, which is this hero, Illyrian. He's pretty bad. Do not get him from anywhere, any shop, any selector. It's not worth it. But if you unfortunately summoned Illyrian from Advanced Summon or other places, then he can replace Narissa if you do not have Narissa. And that's pretty much it for this team. The rest of this video is a battle recording for this team. So the enemy is also using Aphrodite. Their Aphrodite still mine. But since I have the Avengers, my Aphrodite revives and turn the tide of the battle.